I'm Chelsea Atkins, and this is a day in my life at Mary Kay's seminar as an independent sales director. After grabbing some coffee with my husband, I'm so excited to meet up with my team outside the general session. We don't always get to be together in person like this, so we make sure to take so many pictures and videos before we head inside to get the conference started. The opening dance number to kick off seminar is always so good, but this year it was even better. I was blown away by the production. One of my favorite parts about seminar is getting to celebrate all the accomplishments of Mary Kay independent beauty consultants and be inspired by speeches from our leaders and our independent national sales directors. Sadly, as you can see, I did not win the giveaway prize that I had my eye on, but that's okay because I am so happy to be able to walk my friend Kirsten across the seminar stage to celebrate her becoming an independent sales director this year. She's worked incredibly hard and I'm seriously so proud of her. After hearing from our CEO, Ryan Rogers, my team and I made our way to the Cadillac Luncheon. This is an exclusive lunch that the teams who have earned the use of a career card this year get to attend. And it's really nice to take a break, laugh, and have a great time with my girls while eating some good food. Then we walked over to the expo portion of seminar. This is seriously so fun. There are so many cute photo ops. I absolutely love getting to pose with Mary Kay Ash's pink heart-shaped bathtub. I also got to sample some top secret new products and pose with the iconic pink Cadillac. This is also a great opportunity to mingle with some other sales directors, film some cute TikToks with my team, and I was even approached by a brand new beauty consultant and was able to share some advice with her. It was such a fulfilling experience. Afterwards, Kirsten and I headed back for a special independent sales director meeting. After our day one was over, we went back to our hotel to take some more pictures, and clearly we could not keep straight faces here. I seriously laugh so much when I'm with my team, and it is such a blessing that we have such a great time together. Then we changed our outfits and left the hotel for a team dinner in downtown Dallas. Before dinner, we shared gifts and speeches with Kirsten to celebrate her accomplishment of becoming an independent sales director. I loved getting to share praise and awards with all my team for all their hard work and to motivate them to keep going. This was such an incredible day, and I can't wait to spend the next few days with some of my favorite people.
Okay.
Oh my God, that makes me just want to get on a plane. Well, welcome everybody to Tuesday Night Live. Let me grab, I forgot my pom-pom, sorry. Gotta have my pom-pom. If I'm meetings, it's not the same without it, right? You guys, it's June. Oh my God, I can't believe it's June. I know all of you that are moms are like, I don't know if you're glad that it's June or you're wishing it wasn't June. I don't know. I used to get excited when the kids got out, but then I couldn't wait for them to go back to school. So, but I want to welcome all you to June. And I want to do a quick shout out. We have two DIQs in the house. Sherry Tully from North Carolina in her second month at DIQ and brand new first month DIQ, Miss Carrie McCurdy. Woo! And Carrie is this close to finishing her fifth diamond ring? Fifth? I think it's her fifth diamond ring. Carrie, how many diamond rings is this? I can't see your hand, babe.
It's 5 or 6. I'd have to count them now.
I think she's going for one for every granddaughter. I'm not sure, but congratulations. Carrie's almost done with her fifth diamond ring. So super, super excited for you guys. So who is taking over recognition?
Go, Lori.
Okay, Lori, go for it.
Thank you for unmuting me. Okay. Okay. So we would love to hear your sales, new faces, new bookings.
Type it in the chat.
And what?
Type it in the chat.
Type it in the chat. There you go.
Don't everybody type at once.
And we're just cheering each one of you on. I know some of you had phenomenal Mays. Lisa, for first complete month, sold over $1,500.
Yay.
I got a text from a whole bunch of you guys. A lot of you guys had $100 days. We're going to go back to having drawings every month. For every $100 day, you're going to get an entry. If you have a $200 day, you get 2 entries. And I have so many prizes to give away. So that'll be super fun. So we want to see, put in the chat your sales for the week. What'd you say, Lori? Sales?
Sales, new faces.
Totally new faces.
Booking.
Sherry Tully got a new team member.
And new team.
Congratulations. And she completed first month EIQ. Thank you for reminding me that of Sherry.
Yes.
And
Gee, why
Janine
is
is
it 2
saying
days over?
$200 days. Yep. Oh, go ahead. I was jumping in on your territory, Diane.
No,
I
no,
was
no,
so
no. Go
excited
for it,
for
Lori. Lori,
Janine.
take over. I didn't mean to.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, Janine put in that she had 2 days over $100. And so yeah, on the 15th, she actually had a $400 day. So woo,
Nice.
that's exciting. Yep.
Those are the fun days when you go home and you don't want to, you can't wait to get home. So you pull over by the side of the road and you add up your sales in the car. I do that. I still do that.
I know. It's like, how much
And
was
those of
it?
you who
Yeah.
say, oh no, I got all the way home and added up my $1,000. It's like, no, you didn't. You pulled over. Come on. We all do that. Pull over and check it out, right?
Yep.
We're really
Andy has
excited.
400 in reorders and 1 new face. So the new faces are what's going to bring you more in the future. We all know that.
Absolutely.
Terry's got a $300 party, 400 in reorders, 6 new faces, and 2 new parties. Wow.
Woo!
That's how you become a director, girl. You were going to do this.
So great segue, Carrie. So I'd love to know, what do you guys have on your books for June so far? Do you have any models confirmed for any of the events I'm doing in either Elk Grove or Martinez? Do you have any facials booked, any parties? Type in the chat whatever activity you already have booked for June so far. So far, I know it's very early in the month, but so far, what do you already have on your date book? Let us see so we can cheer you on. So my 6 o'clock recording, if you guys want to go back and listen to it, was all about ways, different ways. And I don't suggest you take advantage of all of them, but I would definitely suggest you take advantage of more than one. Because when you're only doing one way, then you kind of just, you get, it's just easy to get stuck or feeling frustrated. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. So, all right, well, we're going to recap all of those great things that you guys are typing in at the very, very end. So Melanie, would you like to take over and talk about things that are coming up?
Absolutely. So I'm hoping you'll help me out with, because we know, well, obviously seminars coming up, but we know that we've got some Janice has some events for us coming up, which are going to be fantastic. Oh,
Actually, we have a different.
Go back to that. Isn't
Okay.
that's our power up prize for the month?
Uh-huh.
That's going to be so fun. I'm excited about that.
And I have another one that I didn't pull up yet. It's if you do 350, you guys write this down, especially those of you who are movers and shakers. If you do 350 wholesale by the 15th, you're going to get in on a live call 2 weeks from tonight at 6 o'clock with Glory Mayfield Banks. And if you don't know who Glory Mayfield Banks is, she's the only person I know who could literally get a dead person excited to get out of a coffin. Like literally, she could bring the dead back to life. She is absolutely inspiring, amazing, incredible, retired as the #1 national globally in the entire company. But this is the 700 wholesale. I'm really excited about this. It's cute, pink, glittery, sparkly pink tumbler thing. All right. So Miss Melly, let me go back here and share some more stuff with you. Hold on, let me go to Janice's events. They are all in June. So we'll start with this one. Oops.
Hey, and this is coming up this week, so that would be tomorrow. So skincare class. So if you have anybody who you've already sent out packets of samples to, and you haven't actually connected with them, get them on this. This is a perfect time to get them on, and let Janice do your work for you.
I want to do a shout out to Sherry Tully, who mailed an entire package. I guess 5 women are getting together at one house, and she overnight priority mailed samples to one woman for all 5 people. So Sherry Tully is going to be having a skincare class tomorrow night, even though Janice is doing all the work. So
how fun!
Working smart. And you guys, so even if I think Melanie mentioned this, even if they don't have samples, don't say, oh, well, I'll get her on next time. No. Get her on, because when she sees charcoal and the microderm, and Janice has a lot of really good screen shares and repair in that, she's either going to say, I want it, or she's going to say, how fast can I get samples?
Yep. And that's exactly, because I've had people where I've put the samples in the mail to them and it hasn't gotten there yet, but they watch. And a lot of people, even if they've got the samples in their hands, they watch first and then they go do the thing on their own. So, but that way they know what to do with them when they get them.
Wrong direction.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Did
So we've got
go to
the event is also.
I haven't heard about it. So,
and
it is going to be translated in Spanish. Yep. Okay. And then we have on Thursday, and this is going to be so cool because this is a mother-daughter team. National Sales Director Dawn Otten Sweeney and her daughter, Alden Sweeney Whito. I forget what her name is. But anyway, they're awesome because they're both very, very strong. I can't wait to hear what they have to say together because it's. So that's coming up. That's Thursday. And then be prepared for the following week because that's the one where we are getting our makeup artists on and they're going to talk about foundation matching. And yeah, this is going to be a good one, the flawless finish. And I don't think we've had this one before. We've had them talk about brows. We've had them talk about smoky eye. We've had them do lots of things, but I don't think I've seen this one. So I'm excited about this.
So Janice will provide us with a closing sheet, you guys. So they're going to show like how to apply it with a sponge, a brush, the difference between foundation versus CC cream, how to choose the right color for you. Then she'll do translucent powder and the big setting brush. So this is going to be really huge. If I were you, I would set up an event at your house a couple days after this where people could bring their foundation and CC cream that they aren't happy with and trade it in for a Mary Kay one that they are. And so literally they could bring a foundation, a CC cream, and a powder, and you collect their old junk of another brand. I don't care if it's Drunk Elephant, MAC, CoverGirl, whatever, and then send them home with the Mary Kay stuff. And of course, like Melanie said, every event's also translated into Espanol.
Yep.
So, and then that particular week is a very dear friend of mine, Cleta Colson Ayer. She's a top director out of Atlanta, Georgia. Been with the company over 30 plus years. She's got great training. If you ever want to watch any of her training, her stuff's on YouTube. She's phenomenal. So all of that excitement.
So that's
And of
what's
course,
coming up immediately. Is there?
yep.
Okay. Well, I'm excited about what we have going tonight. So
I know. So, what I'd love to do is I'd love for anybody, you can either unmute or type in the chat, whichever you guys prefer, what it is that you're most excited about for June. I want this to be more of an interactive meeting than just a bunch of training. So, what are you guys most excited about? Anybody want to share? Do you have a special goal, big goal, little goal? Doesn't matter. What's your goal for June? A
Somebody
paint
wants
cup.
to paint
There you go,
up.
Darylyn. I like that. Well, Darylyn's new, and that's a great goal.
It is. I'm excited about finishing the sales court. I
There
don't
you
know
go,
what
Lori.
number this is for me, but I have a huge chunk to do. So
It's okay. It's
But that
a
diamond
mindset.
ring is beautiful. That new one. So I'm excited.
Okay,
I'm
anybody
looking
else want
forward
to
to-
share their June goal?
I'm looking forward to getting the pink jacket.
Sherry Tully wants to finish DIQ and get the pink jacket.
Carrie, what?
Rose got her hand up.
I'll be done with the ring in, I don't know, before the 15th.
Nice.
So that I'm excited about. But my goal is recruiting 5 new people. So
Okay, so gold medal. Carrie, have you ever gotten a gold medal before?
no.
Oh my God, do you guys know your name goes in the Applause magazine?
Mm-hmm.
It's a really big deal. When they introduce you with your accolades, they'll say, and she has earned this many gold medals. So it's like, those of you who are new, it's not like an Olympic gold medal, it's better. It means you added 5 people to your team in 1 month. Doesn't matter whether they order, it's 5 agreements. So Carrie, that's a great goal for you. So that's really, really exciting. Anybody else want to share their June goal?
Ha is going to sell the men's line and sunscreen.
Men's line sunscreen. I took the American Canyon Society and Farmers Market. Good for you, babe. I'm going to share a couple ideas that I just put together tonight. So those are great goals. So you guys, here's what I'm going to share with you because we're going to jump right into our training. I had the privilege of having Karen Rydell make 2 different videos for us. And I'm going to share both of them with you. And one, she talks a little bit about specifically about a June goal. So do you guys realize how many of you have ever put together a puzzle? Anybody ever done a puzzle before? I'm assuming you all have. Okay. What happens when a piece is missing? How have you ever had that happen where you get down to the end and you've been searching and searching and searching and all of a sudden you realize there's a piece missing? Anybody had that happen? Or 2 pieces missing? When you get the used puzzle, they swear all the pieces are there and it's 500 pieces. What I'm going to tell you is that is the importance of you. If you are, is this not being recorded? Oh, it is being recorded. I was going to have a heart attack for a second. If you are thinking, well, my goal, I'm new, or I don't have really big goals, so I don't really matter toward our June's unit goal. Yes, you do. because I guarantee you, your unit cannot cross the finish line with their June goal unless everybody's a part of it. This is literally like linking our arms together, which creates synergy. You ever seen an ice skating? So I was an ice skater when I was younger at the mall when they had an ice skating rink. And I always never wanted to be the end girl because the girl in the thing, she would anchor her toe pick in the ice and she would hold. Well, the poor person at the end got like cracked the whip. It was like everybody would be pulling and the girl at the end is like, what? And she's flying. Okay, so that's called momentum. And that's what happens when each and every one of us take hands and we help each other and we cheer each other on. So I'm going to throw out a couple ideas to you guys, and maybe these might resonate with you. What if, did you all know that if you have 1,000 retail sales, your picture's on the cover of the newsletter? So what if you've never had your picture on the cover of the newsletter? Pa or Darylyn or whoever, just throwing that out there. And if you have had your picture on the cover for the newsletter for 1,000, what if you were on the cover for 2,000 in sales? Or what if your picture was on the cover twice? One for selling, one for ordering, or one for team building. You can have your picture on the cover 3 times. Add a team member, sell over 1,000, order over 1,000. It could be like the whole Lisa show. Lisa's picture could be all over the cover page. So, but I want you guys to know that it is an effort. It is taking a little bit. And I want you guys to be extremely proud of what you do. So I listened to a podcast this morning of a guy who's a professional coach. Now, he doesn't look very old, and he got recruited by Nike at the age of 26 years old because he was a distance runner in high school, almost broke the 4-minute mile. When he ran it last, it was 4 minutes and 1 second. Can you imagine? So, but he was talking about when you set a goal, how do you, if you know it's not, if you find yourself frozen a little bit, what's the best thing to do? And he said, take one little step. Literally one step. So let's say your goal is to do 20 faces this month and you have right now nothing on your books. And it's like, okay, so what could I do to do one face by tomorrow? Do I even know when I'm available? Maybe tonight you take your date book and you even figure out when am I even available this month? And that's a step in the right direction because with every little step, it builds confidence, right? Okay, so I'm going to play this first video that Karen did for us. Let me go in here. Hold on. And I'm just pulling this up. I'm playing it on DuckDuckGo player. Oops. Okay, hold on. All right, let me go in here and share this. But then I have to go to here, share sound, stereo. Okay, here we go.
Hello, Dynamite Unit. It's National Sales Director Karen Rydell out of Richmond, Virginia, and I'm hearing some great things about you guys. I heard you just qualified for 17th Pink Cadillac. You guys are a 17-time Pink Cadillac unit. Come on. Seriously, your level of excellence is amazing and inspiring. And I just want to say congratulations to each and every one of you for being a part of such a legacy of excellence. Mary Kay Ash would be so proud of you. Oh my goodness. Well, it is June Boom. I just finished up my unit meeting and we were talking all things June Boom. And I just wanted to encourage you all and say, keep going. You know, one of my favorite traits that God has developed in me over the years is the trait of perseverance and being willing to keep getting back up again. You know, Mary Kay Ash would have called it the BBA, right? You know what I'm talking about. Bounce back ability, right? So I'm just saying to you, you guys, it's June Boom. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. The whole Mary Kay world is stretching for the big wins, and you can do it too, but you must keep persevering. So maybe you've gotten off track in your business. Maybe life has happened. Maybe you're just busy. I get it, but I'm encouraging you to pick up that starter kit bag, pick up your phone, get booked up. Oh my goodness, there's so many people right now who need to see our incredible new summer collection. Honestly, this collection of the lip oils, that new body care set, that fragrance, and the men's skincare, y'all, that is something we need to be sharing with everybody. And it all happens around the kitchen table. I love that. And in the Zoom room, of course. But there's nothing like picking up that starter kit bag, getting into people's kitchen tables, and just having fun sharing Mary Kay's products. What is your goal? Get clear. What will you be finishing on June 30th? I know your unit is stretching to be 500,000 again this year, y'all. Come on. Your excellence is so amazing, but it truly takes every one of you stretching working, believing, and getting back up again. So I just encourage you to keep on keeping on. I'm so thrilled that you are positioned for another amazing win, another huge victory in this seminar year. And the one thing I love about wrapping up June strong is that not only do we get that win and get that celebration, that victory, but we also have created major momentum as we go into the new year. And that new year just around the corner, it could be your best year yet. So just know I'm cheering you on. I believe in you. One of my favorite things that I've done over the years in Mary Kay is I've kept winning. It started out working to be a star consultant, working to be a senior consultant, a red jacket leader. But the more I win, the more I build my confidence, the more I build my skill, the more I build my belief. And one of my secrets to success in this business is just be willing to win. So what is the win that you will persevere to reach? I would encourage you, reach out to Diane. Let her know, what is that win? Be specific. Is it a power start? Is it a career path promotion? Are you ready to move into DIQ? Do you want to be a star consultant, or do you want to earn that fabulous, it's right here, oh my goodness, this incredible Mary Kay tumbler for being a power up achiever with a 700 wholesale. Y'all get clear on the next win that you are going to shut down by June 30th, because a $500,000 unit, a Cadillac unit, is made up of lots of consultants winning. So I'm cheering you on to your next big win, or maybe several wins. Oh, I can't wait to hear. I'm asking Diane. Keep me posted, Diane. I want to hear about the dynamite unit and what you all finish up this year. Cheering you on, believing in you. Go dream big. Bye-bye.
Okay, so before I play the other one, tell me what did you hear personally? What touched your heart that what she had to say? Anybody unmute themselves?
Perseverance.
Perseverance. I love that. Very true.
Bounce back ability.
Bounce. So what does that mean to you, Sherry?
That means to not let the things get you down. Just keep on bouncing back, because it's all gonna come around.
Okay. Keep going. Okay, that's great. Bounce back ability. I love that, because Mary Kay used to say that all the time. Anybody else? How did that apply to you, Sandy?
Was the emphasis on June boom? I just like those two words, and then she followed it up with anything is possible no matter where you are. That was key.
Yep. Anybody else? How is it going to impact your June? Go ahead, Melanie.
I just was going to say, I like the idea she said about still having a clear goal. And maybe the first goal you set, maybe you have to change the time on it. You don't change the goal, but you change the time. But, and maybe you've met some goal you've met before, and it doesn't feel like it's a big deal to do that. But having something clear, that you want to go to, there may be something, like I said, a goal you have. The goal you originally set, you might not be there yet, and you may just change the date, but you keep going towards the goal. I just like having
I love that. I also love when she said, what's your win? Because here's the deal. If our unit, Lori's unit, Melanie's unit, if everyone in our units experiences a win in June, like I said, it's like that. Remember I talked about the ice skater, the girl in the end, she's going to have the most wins, because it's that momentum. If everybody has a win, it's like the domino. My win hits Melanie, Melanie's hits Lori's, Lori's hits Candy's, Candy's hits Carrie's. It's literally creates us momentum for a win. So what is your win? What is a place that you could win? I know Darylyn already said the pink tumbler. What else? Where else could any of you win? Carrie mentioned gold medal. So where else could you guys have a win? Or what's something that excites you? It's not about your director getting excited. It's not about us, you guys. It's about what excites you. Because I'm excited about some of my goals. So, and some of my goals are unit goals and some of them are personal goals. Lisa, did you want to share something? You trying to unmute?
I do.
Go ahead, Candy.
I'm excited about the house that you told me about here in Antioch, and I want to utilize it. So I am going to do the best I can about getting people, and you can do whatever you want to if you want to bad enough.
Yep. Very good, Candy. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate it. Okay, Lisa, you were unmuted. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm unmuted. I'm excited for parties. I want to get some more parties on my calendar. I've enjoyed the 3 that I've had this month, and they're a lot of fun. So I'm hoping to get some parties on the calendar for
So what's
my
your
kids.
favorite part of doing the parties? Is it the mother-daughter parties or?
I've had a mother-daughter and then one that's not a mother-daughter, and they're all equal. So I like the parties. I like the social interaction. I like the fact that the women get to try product. So
And
yeah,
women like that too.
yeah, they do.
Well, I appreciate you. She's does some homeschooling, super volunteer at the church. I think I'm her fourth or fifth consultant over the years, and I kept saying, "Why are you paying retail for this? You're crazy." But Lisa's only been in Mary Kay for about a month and a half, 2 months. So I'm just super excited for you, Lisa. You're doing great, and to have over whatever it was, 1,500 in sales your very first month out is phenomenal.
Wow.
Okay, anybody else? So let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about some of the things that she mentioned. She mentioned June boom, which I think is great. Just the words, like Sandy said. She talked about perseverance. And perseverance, what it reminds me of is I saw a cartoon once, and perseverance was all these fish swimming this way, and there was one fish swimming this way. And right above it says which one has perseverance. And this one little fish is like dodging all because every other fish is swimming the other direction. And to me, perseverance also means bounce back ability, not giving up. How many times, and I don't even want to show a hands, how many times though have we changed our goal and lowered our goal because we didn't think we were going to get it? We're like, well, I really want to sell 2,000 for the month. And by the middle of the month, you're like 1,000. And then by the 20th, you're like 400. It's like, no, no, no. Because here's what that tells your brain. You can't do it. What happens is if you leave that goal at 2,000 and you race to the finish with your tongue hanging out, leaning forward, panting like you put it all in, guess what? There's no regret. There's no regret and you're not discouraged because regret is the devil's work. Regret is one of the worst things you can have because then you're going to say, I wish I had done blah, blah, blah. Well, if you do it, but you don't quite reach your goal, you still did the work. You still prove to yourself that the work was there and you can do it. Carrie McCurdy, you're going to be a phenomenal director. Sherry Tully, you're going to be a phenomenal director. You guys, God has put you in this company to lead other women and lead by example. You're both great with people. You're both great communicators. You've got great skills. I know you're both going to be amazing as leaders, and our company needs more leaders. They really do. So, a couple things I wanted to share with you. Another thing that she said was get clear. Now, what do you think she meant by get clear? Anybody?
Know exactly what you want. Know what you're going for. But Diane, can I just add?
Well, hold on one second. Carrie, what were you going to say?
Know what you want.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Lori.
I was just going to say, I loved what you said at first when you were talking about what you got out of the motivational speaker was when you're feeling stuck, just think of what is one thing that you could do. And then once you do that one thing, now what Karen said was once you do that thing, then what you want to do is keep winning. So this has to do with the win. You know,
Yep.
so if you have a big goal and you break it into little pieces,
Yep.
you keep doing what you want to do is keep winning because that builds confidence.
And you know what they say that they said that activity breeds confidence. Inactivity breeds fear. So you can write that down. So in the longer you wait to do a facial, the longer you wait to practice on that one neighbor, the longer you wait, it's like pulling a tooth really, really slow. It's going to seem hard. If you just said to your neighbor, you know what? I'm out of practice. Can I borrow your face for a half hour? Can you come over here? You got to wash your face to go to bed anyway. Let me practice. Even if you goof it up, it's still a face. And what happens is it builds confidence. Every time you do something, builds confidence. Sherry, were you about to say something?
Unmute, dear. There.
I got it. I just, I went up to someone that was on the top of the tree, and I just said, you know what? You're the one thing I might get is a rejection, but I'm doing Mary Kay. I would love it if you join me for a party. And she said, oh, please. I have this person, I have this person, and I was like, oh my gosh, all I had to do was accept the no. all I had to say was it's okay to hear no
Mhm.
or hear whatever. And then I walked over to the neighbor and sat down and I started talking to the college students and they're like, yeah, we're just not really interested in that. I mean, we think about it, but we're just going to go and do our CNA. And I said, you could pay for your college really easy. You could do black dress events and so on and so forth. And they're like, no. And then the person next to me asked me, well, I would like to go to one of the facials. So I said, here, I'll go get you the packet and you can join tomorrow. So there you go. I mean, it's just being available, and I've got to order a bunch more samples and get the packets ready for the different events because what we have it once a month, we have a skincare class. And now thank you to you, Diane, for doing everything that you do. You have supported us all the way through this challenge, and you challenge us to be better and do those little pieces, even though sometimes I want to kick and scream. It's like, no, I don't want to do anymore. We're growing and stretching in ways that we never thought possible. And my daughter-in-law the other day, she's like, I think I might just join for the 50% off. And I'm like, well,
Welcome to my world.
Your mom is joining me for a party. Why don't you support her? She's invited 9 people tomorrow. So I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's going to be a busy day.
So thank you, Sherry, so much for sharing from the bottom of your heart. What I'm going to share with you guys about June, I'm just going to show you 2 really quick stories. The first year we did the trip. So it was to Greece. I'd never been to Greece. I thought I'm going. Like if you hooked me up to a polygraph, I was going. I mean, I would have said, when Janice said to me, are you going to earn the trip? I said 100%. And literally, if I was hooked up to a polygraph machine at the law police department, it would not have budged. Like I was literally that committed. Now on paper, the most our unit ever done was 31,000. To finish the trip, we had to do 61,000 wholesale, not retail, wholesale. And I'm looking at that now. That number made me want to throw up. So I didn't look at the number. I just thought, okay, so how many orders is that? And I came out with a ring and I said, if you do a stretch goal, we can get this, you can get this ring. And I had it all mapped out. I had my whole unit printed on here. I was 1,000% in. And I listened to a recording from a gal named Leah Nelson, who was a top director at the time. And she said every night she would envision her being on stage, being recognized for this. And so I would close my eyes and have them say, and now let's meet the Circle of Excellence directors who are going on this cruise to Greece. And my name was announced. And every fiber of my body said, you are going to cross the finish line. Now on paper, you guys, anybody would have looked at my track record and said, you've been a director 20 years. You've never done anywhere close to that. Like if you're looking for a win to use as a reference, I didn't have one. But I thought, you know what? The mind is powerful. The mind can make you sick. The mind can make you healthy. The mind can stretch you. So I was all in. Where it was going to come from, I don't know. But I remember at the directors meeting, Janice asked all the directors to stand up and share their goal. And I said, well, I'm going to finish the quarter of sharing and I'm finishing the trip to Greece. And Janice had this frozen smile and she clapped. And I'm thinking in her head, she was thinking, is she crazy? Like, I don't think she can. She never said I couldn't do it. She always was cheering me on, but I'd never done anything close to that. And by about the 20th of the month, I think we were at 20,000. So I was still going, oh my God, how am I going to get this done? But I never second guessed. I just said, who could I talk to? Who could I help hold a party for? Who could I facial? Who could I do a sharing appointment with? And we finished the night that Janice came over to my house with champagne and flowers because it was my first top director trip. On paper, gang, it made no sense, but we finished with 62,000 wholesale. So all I'm going to tell you, and the year that I wanted to be the queen of sharing, I'd never done the court, never even done it. But I thought if I'm going to go for it, I wanted to be the queen. So I cut out 24 little heads out of a magazine, put them on my wall. I'm not kidding. My daughter came in and she goes, you recruited Halle Berry? I said, oh, is that who one of those faces are? I don't know movie stars. So I just cut out people who had $1 million smiles because I like their energy. I like their smile. And I took 24 faces off of magazines. I know y'all can do digital images now, but back in the day, with a glue stick, this is how old I am, and I made this poster, and it was on my desk framed, and it said Queen of Sharing, and I was sitting on a throne, because the year before, the woman on the throne was blonde. So I just cut her head off, put my face over her head with a little tiara on, and do you know, I envisioned every single night me being crowned the queen, and every morning when my alarm went off, I hit the buzz, my snooze, and I immediately went to the seminar stage and the music, and I heard them announce my name, my national, and I watched Janice crown me queen. And do you know that year I went to seminar and I found out I was in the top 3. And then when they pulled us down on the stage, the person whose voice I'd heard in my head the whole time was Gary Jenks. And he had a very distinct voice. And guess who announced the top 3 for the Court of Sharing? Gary Jenks. Like it was the most out of body experience I've ever had. And they announced backstage, we all compared notes and we figured out this other girl was 3, I was 2, and we figured out who the queen was. The 3 of us had it all figured out backstage. And when they did number 3, it was the girl who was supposed to be queen. So I'm like, they messed up. And then I knew I'd beat the other girl. So all of a sudden I realized I was the queen. So I was the queen of sharing. I'd never done the court and I had 24 people. So don't think you have to get 60 people. And I've been number 4, I've been number 7. So all I'm telling you guys is there's a lot of women out there looking for something more. How many of you joined Mary Kay for the sisterhood? How many of you joined for the 50% off? How many of you joined because the tax benefits? How many of you joined because you wanted plan B for getting out of corporate America? Who joined to be home with their kids more? I mean, you just, or pay for college, whatever. I joined for the 50% off. So you never know, but don't think that because if you're not a superstar or you're not a consistent 4-quarter star or a sales court diamond ring winner, don't think you can't share this career opportunity. People are looking for this, okay? They're joining your vision. People want to be part of your win. Sherry Tully, one of the things that you're extremely effective at is you're saying to people, this is what I see. I want you to come with me. And people, even if they can't see it, you can see it for them. And it's super, super powerful. So I want to ask a question before I share this next video. And I need to have Melanie do tech talk. How many of you guys have ever had a day where you second guess yourself or you go, this isn't working? Anybody have a day where you go, this isn't working? Or am I the only one? Okay, a few of you. That's good to know. So Melanie, do you want to do your tech talk right now? And then I'll finish with this other video.
If you want to do it that way, we can, whatever.
Okay, so we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk a little bit about technology. Do you want me to pull that up on boards for you?
Well, I have,
never mind, you go for it.
yeah, I've got some things prepared to share.
So we're going to share with you guys a way that I'm hoping each and every one of you are utilizing because it's called special deals. And I'm going to tell you, if you guys are not utilizing this, you are missing the boat. And anyway, Melanie, go ahead, take it away, babe.
Well, now I'm looking to see. Oh, this is the one I want, I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And it's gonna, this is not what I want, but I need this. So let me get out of the full screen.
You never know. And
no.
we all know what happened over COVID.
Close that. Okay. So, I am here in your unit Facebook page because we do want to talk about the special deals, but there's some things about it that technology, you can make the technology work for you. So just, if you don't know where the special deals are on your unit Facebook page, I'm going to scroll down here and here it is. And I have actually taken this because, well, you know what, I can skip that one part. Down here in the corner of this special deals page, and you know what, Diane is a master at teaching you how to share and how to sell and this is the best way to upsell, because when someone has a $50 order, you say, or if they have a $45 order and you say, if you just got something for $5 more, you could get any one of these items on here, even our brand new Confidently You perfume, you could get that for half price. And it's just such an easy upsell, and it doesn't really matter, even they can get something, something really big, like I said, like the perfume, if it's on this page. So, but besides that, over down here in the lower right-hand corner of the page, there is a QR code. And if you scan that, that is going to take you to this page right here. And your customers can scan that too, just as easily as you can. But there are resources on this page that are going to help you do better at posting on social media. So, because here's the thing, each one of these items that is on the June special deals they've prepared a graphic for that. And so the easy thing to do would be to copy this graphic, and let me see, yes, copy the image, paste it into your Facebook post, put a couple words of text on, post, and you've got a beautiful post right there. But I want to show you something that I did, and I'm going to give a little caveat here because I'm not in my normal space. But this is you're just going to show anybody can do this, because I saw these 3 really cute lip glosses, and I thought, well, wouldn't that be fun to do a video of trying on those 3 lip glosses? Unfortunately, I don't have them here with me, but I did make a video anyway, just to give you an idea what you can do. So let me stop this share and let me share the video. Let's see, I think, okay. You know, let me see, what is, did I open that up? Let me open this up first before I share it, because I think it's going to go into a different window. So let me pop this open, and this is a very raw video, but it's going to show you that I think that anybody can do this. So, okay, so it's opening. So, all right, now I will share that. Okay, so share, and here we go. And sharing sound. Okay. All right, so here we go. Hey, I'm super excited because 3 of my favorite lip products are on our June deals, which means that you can get them for half price. You need to ask me how. But here we go. There are, now the first one is different colors, just so you can do a nude blush lip color, and it is our unlimited lip gloss. It's non-sticky, silky smooth feel, and just to give you an idea of the color, I don't know, sometimes you just need a nude, right? So there's, yeah, super cool. Yeah, it's our non-sticky, super smooth color, lasts for a really long time. Perfect everyday nude for all skin tones, and it has vitamin C and E in it for for anti-aging. Here's another one. I'm just going to take this one off real quick. Again, also on sale. You can get it for half price. And this is our iconic red. And just so you can get a little bit of a look at that.
You're really good at putting that on.
Not orangey, not berry. I can't hear you. So it's good for every skin tone. Might class. Oh, sorry. Go back to the share. I switched off, so hang on. Sorry about that. I wanted to get back to. Here we go. Sorry. So there's that one, and then the last one is the Beach Bronze. Non-tacky, ultra glossy finish, glides on smooth with 0 drag, and here we go. Just gives you that extra little shimmer, and perfect for summer, right? So anyway, ask me how you can get them for half price. Love you. Bye. Okay, so my point on that, and I'm going to go back and share that other page, because my big issue a lot of times in making a video is I'm going to stumble over my words. Now, I was switching back and forth between screens, but here's the thing. The words are on these. So basically, all I really had to do was turn my camera on, hold the product up, and read from this page. Non-sticky, silky smooth feel, instantly moisturizes with every swipe. I didn't say all of those things, but, gave you the words to say. So if you don't know what to say, grab your nourishing oil. And, this ultralight oil absorbs quickly and leaves skin soft, hydrated, and glowing, never greasy. So I just think that's pretty cool that we have those. There's also videos here that you can grab the link and paste it into your post so that your customers can click over to the YouTube video and watch the video. So this one is like, when I clicked over to this, I went, oh, there's all the words to say, or you can just grab the beautiful graphic and paste it into your post as well. So that is what I wanted to share with you. I don't know. What do you think?
That's great, Melanie. Thank you so much. So let me show you guys where all
Rough
that is.
to me. Sorry, it did not look rough.
Oh, well, I did when I put the red on, and that was still playing when I goofed and paused the screen sharing because I was like, oh, well, the red doesn't really match with my pink shirt or my purple background, but oh well.
It's all good. Okay, so if I can show you guys where this is. So if you're on boards and you go under our Dynamite Unit of Prestige and you click on monthly special deals, some of you might need help with scripts. So if this is the double deals, but if you click on the one that says monthly master, this is what you want to copy and paste in your phone because it changes 3 days before the end of the month. So when you click on this, let's say you're new, like I'm going to pick on Lisa for a second. Lisa's like, what the heck are special deals? I don't even know what this is. This director was contacted by Mary Kay Corporate because she spent more money on Section 2 than any other person in the company. Not that that's a good thing. So they interviewed her. Make a long story short, she's got a graphic design background. She spends time and money out of her own pocket to generate these for us every month. She's a director. So this is the June special deal. So notice it's got all the product on here. Then you scroll down and she says, here are things. You can use it as a double deal day. Like if you really want to finish your star, maybe on the 13th and the 14th of June, you do double deals, meaning when you spend 50, they get to pick 2 things. Or there's the compact of the month. Now, when you scroll down a little farther, it's going to give you the flyer as a PDF. It's going to give you the Canva template for this color look, which means it's editable for look of the month, and then special deals board. Now, if you go down here and you're like, Monica, I don't understand how this works. She's going to explain the story about how this customer spent $100 on these 3 items. And then because she got 2 half price items, one of the items she chose was oil-free hydrating gel. Well, over a period of a year, that customer turned out to order 6 more jars of that product within a year because she got that 1 for half off and fell in love with it. So Monica goes down here to show you how to upsell. So if their purchase is 30, she gives you some suggested text and dialogue. She explains how Double Deals Day works and other tips, like let's say your customer has already spent so much money. So there she gives you all the phoning and the texting scripts. And then she always gives you the previous month in case somebody said, oh no, I got something from the previous month. Does that make sense? So this is really, really valuable. And so I just to share with you guys the importance of this is Yvonne, one of my gals in my networking group, called tonight and she ordered under eye corrector, HA booster, just the tube of retinol. She doesn't need facial milk. And then she ordered the 1 lip oil. And I said, perfect timing, Yvonne. I said, you qualify for 3 items on the half price sheet. And she goes, really? And so I sent it to her. She picked 3 things. Now she's bought eyeliner, never blue. She bought the new perfume, and I can't remember what the third thing was. But again, it added like $60 more to her order. Now, when I first heard those ideas, I'm going to be honest with you, I thought, that lady's nuts. It's at half off. You're not making any money. Do you know how many of my customers have gotten hooked on products they would have normally never bought? Regina and Clayton orders every other month soothing eye gel. I don't sell a lot of soothing eye gel. She tried it once at half off, fell in love with the product, and keeps buying it over and over and over and over again. So those special deals sheet changes. So before the end of the month, I always look at it because this month, what I'm going to tell you right now, one of the hottest things is going to be the travel minis. If you don't have those travel size, especially if your customer's on repair, you're missing the boat. Okay. So before I show you this video in closing, I want to share with you something. Mary Kay has our skincare sets right now on sale. Wait, where'd they go? Hold on. Mary Kay.
Is it just me having trouble with boards? Is everybody else fine with boards? Or is it just me? If it's just me, that's fine. I'll figure it out.
Well, we just got to figure it out, Lori. Okay, so you guys, here's the skincare sets, and I'm totally bummed that repair's not on here. Don't ask me why repair's not on here. It's just not. So whatever. But you're allowed to order 6 sets. You can get 6 sets of Clear Proof, 6 sets of the Mary Kay Skincare Dry to Normal, 6 sets of Combo to Oily. So if you're doing a lot of young adults or teens, I would stock up on that. Now, here's what's cool is you can get 6 sets of just the plain Miracle set, meaning the 115 cleanser moisturizer day and night. Then you can get 6 more sets of it with the eye cream. Then you can get 6 more sets of it with the microderm. And if you're only going to get 6 sets, I would get it with the microderm because that way you're making 55% with the eye cream and the microderm. You guys, skincare's got a 3-year shelf life. So this is the time for you because you could always run specials. Like if you're going to do a trash and treasure event, which I trained on earlier, this explains all the profits. So when you sell that Miracle set with the microderm and the eye cream, instead of it costing you $104, it's going to cost you $93. So your profit's $114. So you really, this is the one time you can make that little extra. So if you offer them 25% off at a trade-in, you're still making what? You're still making 30. So it's a good thing. So this, just so you know, you have to go under the specials and it's while supplies last. So hopefully you guys all have
run out. They do run
or otherwise,
out.
yeah, they only have allocated so many sets of skincare. So if you're going to, Lisa, if you anticipate doing a lot of young adults this summer, I would stock up on I'm still selling more Dry to Normal. I don't know how many of these young kids have oily skin, but I'm still selling more Dry to Normal. But I want to share with you guys this last video. It's from Karen. She specifically made it just for us. And then you have a quick 10-day challenge here that I'm going to share with you. Hold on a second. Here's this email. Did I already open this? Oh, I did. Diane, seriously. Hold on. All right. So now I just have to screen share. Go back, screen share, Diane. Here we go. Okay. Do you guys all see Karen's face?
Not yet. There she is.
Okay. She's going to talk about emotional management. And I have the handout that she shares and I will post it on Facebook tonight. But I want you guys really to think, be in heart and just take the last couple of minutes and just really absorb this because this applies to every area of your life.
Hi, welcome to Mary Kay Strong. Today, we're talking all about emotional management. Oh yeah, it's an important topic. If you're a brand new consultant, if you've got a big goal, if you've recently recommitted to your business, I'm just gonna tell you that emotional management is at the top of my list for you on how to be Mary Kay Strong in your Mary Kay business. Leaders go through emotional management. Entrepreneurs have to go through emotional management. All of us do. It's how we handle life. There's plenty of great mountaintop experiences in your Mary Kay business that you're going to love, but there are going to be some valley moments where you get frustrated, where you get fearful, where you get worried, or where you just want to quit. What you need to know are that those moments are normal. It's learning how to handle those moments to help you get back on track to that mountaintop win. So let's talk a little bit about emotional management. This is something that I will put into the notes for today that will talk a little bit about the emotional cycle. It starts out with, I'm so excited. Whether you're a brand new consultant and you're excited about the dream or the goal that you have, or the chance to be able to leave your full-time job to do Mary Kay full-time, or maybe you're somebody who has got a big goal in her business and she's super excited about it, or you're recommitting to get back on track with your business. This is the fun part. This is the excitement stage. And then what can happen? Well, stage 2 can happen. Frustration. You're making those booking calls and nobody's saying yes. You're trying to get the ball rolling in your business and it's just not happening and you get frustrated. It's normal. What's stage 3? Shock. I thought this was going to be easy. I thought Karen said I could do this. I thought this was going to happen. And you are shocked. And guess what shocked can lead to? Shocked can lead to denial. Denial is when you stop taking my call or your mentor's call and you just kind of hide out because you're just in denial. Like, I thought this was going to work, but it's not working. All right, stage 5, fear. Fear is, I think I made a mistake. I don't think I can't reach this goal. I don't think this Mary Kay business is for me. I think I didn't hear God. Oh my gosh, all the things that we tell ourselves when we get into that fear moment. Okay, then we get to stage 6. Stage 6 is a scary one because either we can settle or we can get angry. All right, settling, big problem. If you settle, this is what it sounds like. I knew I wasn't going to reach this goal anyways. I haven't reached it in the past. I knew I wasn't going to reach it now. Or settle could sound like this. I kind of knew this Mary Kay thing wasn't going to work. I've heard other people and it just didn't work. So you know what? It's just not for me. No. Oh my gosh. The other part of stage 6 that can be great is anger. Now, anger sounds kind of negative, right? But I'm talking about a good kind of angry, like an angry at yourself. It would sound something like this. You know, I learned what to do. I just didn't do it exactly like they said. I know better. I can do this. I'm not a quitter. I'm going to get back up and I'm going to get going. That's the anger part. Like, I am better than this. I can do this. And then stage 7 is the recommitment. Now, I always laugh and say that whole cycle can happen over 2 weeks of time, and it can literally happen in about 10 to 15 minutes. Can I get an amen, right? And so what's important about this cycle, and why I'm going to put it in your notes for you to refer to, is that to be Mary Kay strong, you have to know how to handle when these things happen. Because can I tell you, frustration, fear, withdrawal, denial, all of those things are normal, and you're going to absolutely experience them. I've experienced them over and over and over again throughout my years in Mary Kay. What has helped me navigate those negative emotions is being aware of them. And as soon as you're aware of them, you reach up. Now, you don't reach up to your spouse. You don't reach up to your best friend or your mom. Nothing against them. But Mary Kay Ash always said, the people you take advice from are people you would trade places with in your Mary Kay business. Somebody that you want her title, you want her paycheck. That's who you take advice from when you get stuck in one of those negative spaces. Because guess what? Anybody that's gone anywhere in Mary Kay has learned how to navigate those feelings over and over again. The no's are normal. You're gonna get no's. But when you reach up and you get advice from me or your mentor, we've been there. We've gotten the no's. We've gotten stuck. And we've learned how to get unstuck. So what I want you to learn about emotional management and being Mary Kay strong in your business is that when you notice that you are getting into those negative emotions, reach up quickly. Reach up to your mentor and tell her what's going on. Sometimes it may just be a tweak. I can't tell you how many times I've talked to somebody and I've said, now, okay, tell me what you were trying to say when you were booking her. What did you say? And they tell me and I go, oh, let's just tweak this one little part. Sometimes it's just a little tweak that will get you right back on track. And then sometimes you just need to call more people. You know, Mary Kay is not magical. It's mathematical. So it's not like you're going to wave your magic wand and everything's going to happen. You have to learn how to work the numbers. Typically, 1 out of 5 people will book with you. They'll book an appointment, 1 out of 5. Typically, 1 out of 5 people that you talk to about the business opportunity will say yes. It's just mathematical. You just haven't talked to enough people. So a lot of times on those calls where somebody's reaching up to me, I'm just going to give you a big virtual hug. I'm going to give you some inspiring words to help you get back on track. I might tweak your script just a teeny bit, and you'll be right back in the game. What's bad with bad emotional management is when you hide out and you lose days and even weeks. Don't do that. Recognize when you get stuck and reach up. Now, part of being Mary Kay strong is developing that coaching relationship with your mentor. So I need you to Voxer her right now and let her know, what did you learn from this? Have you gotten stuck here before? Are you stuck now? Let's have this conversation now so that we can help you stay on track for those amazing wins that are coming your way. Thanks for being Mary Kay strong.
Oh, I hope you guys love that. Karen is such a phenomenal trainer. So what was your greatest takeaway real quick? What was the one thing that you thought, oh, she's talking to me? Anyone?
I think I've gone through all the emotions every day this week. So it's a constant.
And I love how she says, because I have a friend who went through a divorce, whatever. She literally took 1.5 years to go through that cycle. Completely unplugged, like literally. And I myself have gone through it in an hour. I get mad, I get frustrated, I do this, and I literally had that posted on my wall. So I will post that for you guys. It's a great thing just to print out to remind yourself. Any other takeaway?
Yeah, just that to have the cycle to look at. And she said you can, you can take 10 minutes and go through it.
Yep.
Or you can take 10 years to go through.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Quick feedback. What was your greatest takeaway?
I think that it's something that I've been going through for the past few months. And as you know, a lot of people don't, I was almost out of Mary Kay, but I ordered and I'm back and I'm going to go places.
That a girl, Candy.
That's
That a
awesome.
girl.
I wanted to say something.
Sure, Melanie.
I think that when she talked, I think it was the second one, I don't even remember, but it was the second thing in the cycle when, you know, no, not the frustration, but the third one anyway, what she said, you know, maybe God didn't really speak to you. And I've been there because it's like, you know, maybe I'm not really supposed to be here. You know, maybe this is not what God wanted me to do. And it's like, but what else is there, Melanie? But,
Exactly.
The denial, and I think most of us have been through that too.
yeah.
Or we, and this is so common, is that we compare our weaknesses with someone else's strengths. Well, how come she got 5 team members and I didn't? Well, maybe she did 25 sharing appointments and you did 1. Like, you know, we got to be real with the stats. So I'm going to share 2 things with you really quick and then let you all go. The number 1 thing I want to share with you is our dynamite unit goals. And I know, Melanie, do you have any goal, or Lori, do you have a unit goal you want to share real quick? And I totally put you guys on the spot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me tell you my goals and then you guys can share yours. So one of the things, so we've got 3 goals as a unit. Number 1 is to have 200 active. So if you're watching this video or if you're on here and you haven't ordered in 5 months, the company will not allow me to count you. If you're a T, I can't count you toward us being 200. I want to get the special certificate for us reaching 200. So you getting active matters. So with that 200 active, I'm looking for 13 reds. 13 people. So maybe Janine, maybe Darylyn, maybe Pa, maybe Lisa, any of you guys, there are women out there that are saying, you know what? It's summer break. I'm a teacher. I could use extra money. Or my daughter's about to go off to college. I need something new to do. Or I'm a single mom. I need more cash. Whatever the reason is, it's a $35 start, you guys. This isn't like we're transplanting organs or asking for $1 million. It's a $35 decision to give this a try for a year. So I'm looking for 13 people who want to be a red jacket, which is a team of 3, 200 total active, and we're adding 20 new dynamites this month. And I want to watch Carrie cross the finish line for not only sales corp, but I'd love to see her finish in the top 20 for the company and a strong first month of DIQ. And I'd love to see Sherry Tully finish DIQ and debut on stage at seminar. So those are some of my unit goals. I want to share with you guys one really quick list I typed up. Because sometimes people say to me, well, I don't know where to go, Diane. I don't know what the next step would be. So if you want to just take a quick screenshot of this, I don't know why this is still in Word. I took a screenshot of this. I don't know why this is still showing in Word. But anyway, so this is a list of what I'd like you to do is all of you are in a challenge. Over the next 10 days, I want you to post for 7 of the 10. If you post for 7 of the 10, I'm just giving you an idea, you get a really big prize from your director. So starting tomorrow, if you're just looking for something on each one of these, I'm promoting that also men can use this. So I'm going to do a 30-second infomercial tomorrow about micellar water. Then on the next day, I'm going to talk about charcoal mask. Then the next day, I'm going to post the company's charcoal mask video. The next day, I'm going to talk about the women's new perfume. And these are all under 60 seconds. The next one, I'm going to talk about my favorite men's fragrance, which is Ocean. Then I'm going to share the men's skincare set. This is all leading up to Father's Day. And I'm going to say that in every one of these posts. And by the way, Father's Day is June 15th. Then the men's skincare. Then the next day, I'm going to talk about SPF 30, how men also love that. I'll talk about the SPF 50. Men also love that. Then I'm going to give them a couple men's gift ideas. And the very last day is satin lips, which also men love and would be great for Father's Day. So everybody take a picture of that with your phone or whatever, or I'll post it. If you can, take a real quick screenshot of that or a quick picture of it. It's just to give you an idea. Now, you can post other things, but I want you to post at least 7 out of the next 10 days and just reach out to your director and say, oh my God, I made a post. Maybe you're on a roll and you'll do a post every day. But here's what I want you to do. What's that going to do? It's going to build confidence. It's going to show algorithms higher on your Facebook page because you probably have never posted 10 days in a row since you started your page. It's going to build your confidence. Your customers are going to get excited. It's a win, win, win all the way around. Okay. And with that said, really quick, I'm going to share with you guys what I did is I went to the Dollar Tree and I got these mugs for $1.25. And I bought a bag of white shred and a bag of blue shred, and I mixed the blue and the white together. This has got the boxes crushed down. So this one has all 3 men's. It's got the cleanser, the wash, and the men's shave. So this one is 70. Then I have this next one that has SPF, the mineral sunscreen in it. So this one is 80. And then I made another one where some of you still have the mini charcoal masks from before. I tucked that in here. And this one is only 60. So I have 60, 70, and 80. So these are all ready to go to my networking group. And I'm just going to ask them for a $20 deposit, the rest on delivery. So these glass mugs are from Dollar Tree for $1.25.
And I wanted to see Carrie's one more time. Carrie, can you hold it up so I can take a screenshot, please?
Oh, Carrie, what is that? Hold on. What's in there, Carrie?
Well, this one's old, so it's the shave cream and the aftershave.
Okay. I just don't
But
have any of that left.
actually-
Otherwise,
But I actually have a bunch of these bow ties, and so I did a bunch of them for
Cute.
last year's Father's Day.
super cute.
Cute.
So I'm just doing 4. So the sets are just, and of course I didn't do one that's 50. That's just the cleanser and the moisturizer because that is an option that's 50. But I've got 60, 70, and 80. The $80 one has the mineral sunscreen. The $70 one is the full set with all 3 with the shave stuff. And the $60 one, if anybody still has these mini masking sets, I'm sure Carrie does. The ones I left the gel mask for the women, but I stuck the charcoal in for the dudes. So that one is 60. So I have 60, 70, and 80. So, and these things weigh a ton if you end up taking these to someplace. So, but take them and start taking orders, guys. All right.
Yeah,
Thank
Super cute.
nice mug. I actually have a case from